Welcome back into Occupy Democrats, and let's take a quick moment and just step away from the absolute destruction that Donald Trump is doing to democracy in this breaking story and focus on just the man himself. Because Donald Trump, let's not forget, is 79. And you never know how fast off a cliff someone can fall, especially when, you're the most powerful person in the world, and aside from what you and all of your cabinet members and every single person around your Trumposphere has lost their mind, including those who are senators and those who are members of the House that are just following all of your Trumpian orders. But in here, mentally, really, where is Trump at after making such a huge deal out of Sleepy Joe Biden? Because Donald Trump just recently did this.
If we're going to have a conversation about the mental acuity of a recent president, it does seem a little weird to be focusing exclusively on the last one, and not to also include the one who blasted out this typically truly insane all-cap social media screed yesterday. Happy Memorial Day to all, including the scum that spent the last 4 years trying to destroy our country through warped radical left minds, who allowed 20 million people to illegally enter our country, many of them being criminals and the mentally insane, through an open border policy that only an incompetent president would approve, and on and on and on, like an old man ranting at the sky.
And in light of Charlie Kirk's death and the absolute First Amendment free speech that is now being attacked every single day by Trump and his minions, Mike Johnson comments all the right ways.
That's not helpful. That is not productive, and it leads to bad consequences. Leaders cannot call their political opponents Nazis and fascists and enemies of the state because they disagree with their policy priorities.
Even in the face of Trump saying this,
American politics today is between these far-left fascists led by Harris and her group. We have a fascist person running who's incompetent. She's a Marxist, communist, fascist, socialist. She's not actually a socialist. She's gone past that. Somebody's got to explain this woman. There's a radical left Marxist, communist, fascist.
And sure, Johnson still tries to cover it.
I mean, this is something we should have learned in grade school. This type of language spurs on depraved people, deranged people who take that as a cue.
But the reality is, Donald Trump commonly screeds out absurd, insane things on a regular basis, and it's getting worse, as she says.
It's like we're normalizing these crazy screeds, which is, of course, just lowering the bar for Republican leadership, not Democratic leadership, lowering the bar for Republican leadership for the forever future, as far as I can tell.
So in this breaking story, Donald Trump is over in London. He's in London as the President of the United States. And somewhere in the middle of the morning, over there, this is the stuff that comes out of his brain as president at 79 years old. And it truly is akin to, "Get off my lawn!" the old man would scream. This is where Donald Trump's heading, and he's taken us with him. Here is the story. Breaking news out of London. President Donald J. Trump on Truth Social at Real Donald Trump. Why was the wonderful turning point under investigation by deranged Jack Smith and the corrupt and incompetent Biden administration? They tried to force Charlie and many other people and movements out of business. They weaponized the Justice Department against Sleepy Joe Biden's political opponents, including me, all caps, exclamation point. They allowed the daughter of a judge on one of the corrupt trials against me to become the biggest fundraiser for Biden and Kamala, making millions of dollars for herself and her family. But with her father, the judge, not only refusing to recuse himself, but putting a gag order on me, not allowing any talk about their family corruption and unprecedented conflict of interest. Every leading legal analyst and pundit said this trial was wrong and should not have been allowed to go forward. But it did because of a corrupt judge who will hopefully pay a very big price for his illegal actions someday. What is that? Where is his brain? What is going on? This man is in London. He's supposed to be dealing with our top ally and foreign affairs. And this is the stuff at 3:30 in the morning that is spewing out of his 79-year-old brain. We used to make interesting comments about presidential candidates having their hands on the nuclear codes. Well, yes, Donald Trump does. I'm not even sure he could find them, but I guarantee you can find somebody who'll push them for him. But this man is slowly and quickly, at the same time, losing his mind. And when he barks at reporters and threatens them for saying anything bad, when you see what's going on in his second term in just 8 months, 120 to where we're at now, and it is scary as to where this might be headed in the next 6 months, not the next 2 years, the next 6 months. So folks, buckle up. This is getting crazier by the second. Do not take your eye off the ball and stay frosty.